beginning. Okay, number 14 on the short answer. All right, we have this tree with this humongous tree. All right. Okay, and I know it's a redwood, but we're going to make it look like a oak tree or something. Okay, now it's got a branch. Okay, that's all right. Yes, it's exactly proportional, everything to scale. It's perfect. Now, a branch breaks off on top of a giant sequoia, falls straight to the ground. The branch's height in meters is approximately, and you see this part right here. Now, if those of you that take physics next year, okay, you're going to have a lot of these types of problems, except your negative 16 is going to be like negative 9.3 or 9.8, I think. I think it's 9.8. And so, and what this is saying is just how many feet it's falling per second. So, I have negative 16 t squared plus 300. So I know that this branch falls 300 feet. Okay? It falls at this rate. Now, how long is the branch in the air? Basically, how long does it take before it crashes to the earth? Now, I have negative 16 squared plus 300. Will somebody please see if 300 is divisible by 16? Will someone do that for me? 300 divided by 16, and do we get a whole number? No. Okay. So we've got to factor something else out. I know it's divisible by 4. So take 300 and divide it by 4. 75. So if I take a negative 4 out, I'm left with 4t squared minus 75. Okay, now I can work with this. Okay, this is something that I can solve with, and we'll see that on the other problems in the multiple choice section. So I'm just going to focus on the 4t squared minus 75. So 4t squared minus 75 equals 0. Okay, now I'm going to add 75 to both sides. And now I have 4t squared equals 75. Now, I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And so now I have t squared is equal to 75 over 4. Going to take the square root of both sides. Okay, now, can time be negative? No, I can't go back in time. We don't have a time machine yet. So, I know what the square root of 4 is, okay? And so that's going to be 2. Now I need to find the square root of 75. Now I can reduce that 75. And we're going to be doing a lot of that on your test for you guys on Friday. So 75 divided by 5 gives me, should be 25? Or no, I'm sorry. 75 divided by 3 gives me 25. And then 5 and 5. Guys, I'm hearing a lot of talking. Please hush. So, I'm looking for, since this is a square root, I'm looking for groups of 2. Okay? And I have got one right there. So, 1 5 is going to come to the outside. 1 5 is going to disappear. What happens to the 3?
It just went from step 2 to step 24.
No, it.
Like 2 seconds.
Well,
What happened to the 75?
We reduced it. Okay. All right. We reduced it by 3. Okay. And then we divided by 5. And then we divided by 5. So we brought 1 5 outside of the square root.
3 goes into the right.
3 goes in the right, in the inside.
Why did you not divide 75 by 4?
We couldn't because they were both in a square root. Because this was, see down here? I have 4t squared equals 75. I got to divide both sides by 4. then I have to take the square root. Okay? So I couldn't, because t wasn't by itself yet. All right? So I had to take the square root of both sides, right here and right here, with the t squared. Okay, that 4 would have canceled. And so I would have been left with t squared equals 75 over 4. And I still have one.
18.75.
Yeah, well, that doesn't help me because then I still have to take the square root. Okay, I can't just divide. Okay,
18.75.
It's that number.
right, exactly. Or I could write it in a much, but how you're going to see it on the EOC is in this form right here. 5 times the square root of 3 over 2. Okay? I wish they would be that merciful, but they're not. All right? But anyway, they're going to look for it in this form right here. Okay, so that's number 14. Okay, so now drop down to 15. Okay, and I'm looking for... Okay, I'm looking for, let me make sure that I've got it. Yeah, okay, excuse me. So, zeros. Now, zeros, and I've said this on the video already. Okay, guys, hush up now. Okay, so I've got, oops, went up too far. There we go. I'm looking for zeros, which are the same thing as solutions. Okay, which for the most part, a lot of times are the x-intercepts or the roots. Again, sometimes. All right, so I'm looking, all of these words can be interchanged most of the time in math. So I've got x squared plus 29x plus 100. Okay, what are my factors? Okay, for 15, what are my factors? If I multiply, I get 100. If I combine, okay, I get 29. 4 and 25. Thank you. 4 and 25. Okay, we could have chosen possibly 2 and 50, but that doesn't get us to 29. We could have chose 5 and 20, but that doesn't get us to 29. So the only ones that do are 25 and 4. So I have x plus 25, and I have x plus 4. Now, I factored it. Yoo-hoo! Okay, but now I need to do what? I need to set it equal to 0. Solve. So I have x minus 25, or x plus 25, equals 0. X plus 4 equals 0. What are my zeros? What are my zeros? Thank you. So I've got negative 4, negative 25. Have I gone too fast for anybody? Anybody lost? Anybody need me to show another one? Hey, guess what? We're about to do another one. Okay, number 16. Exact same thing. Except this time I've got to move everything over. Okay, so that my A stays positive. And I set the entire quadratic equal to 0. So I've got to move this negative 16 over. That's going to be a positive 16. So 4x squared plus 16. Move the 16x over. That's going to be minus 16x. Okay. So now, what do I need to do here? I need to divide by, I can factor out a 4. So that leaves me with x squared minus 16x plus 16. Hey, this looks very, very familiar. Okay? So now, excuse me. All right, what are my...
You factored out a 4, so it should be negative 4x.
Oh, my word, I have goofed. I goofed up because I was looking at this going, now I was thinking something don't look right, okay? Hey, I messed up, but
It's gonna be okay.
it's gonna be okay. All right. So, that looks a whole lot better. Okay? Thank y'all for correcting me. with respect and dignity. So now, what are my factors? If I multiply, I get a positive 4. If I combine, I get a negative 4. Yeah, x minus 2 and x minus 2. Okay, so what is my answer going to be? Thank you. 2 with a multiplicity of 2. All right, now, number 17. Okay, I'm still going to move everything over to here, keeping the a part, the coefficient next to the x squared, keeping that positive. So I have 2x squared. Okay, I have 2x squared minus 20x plus 50. So, what can I factor out of all of this? And let me make sure I do this right. What can I factor out of all that? A 2. So I have x squared. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Didn't mess up on that one. 50 divided by 2 is 25. So now, what are my factors? If I multiply, I get a positive 25, and if I combine, I get a negative 10. Thank you. And negative 5. So, if my factors are x minus 5, what is my solution? Yeah, 5 with a multiplicity of 2. Very good. Y'all are hotter than butter on a roll. All right. Y'all are doing great. Okay, number 18. I'm going to do this one silently. Okay? You tell me what to do. That means you got to talk. Okay.
Everything on the same side.
Yes, equal to 0.
So x squared plus 2x minus. Anything come out of it, whatever. Be 7 and 9. What are we doing? 18? It's negative 9 and positive 7.
Very good. All right. Number 19. Okay, x squared minus 4x plus 85. Yeah. Let's start with 5. 85 divided by 5. 85 divided by 5. 17. Thank you. That one's not going to work. Try 15.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yo.
5.7.
No, that one's not going to work. Yes.
Why is your 2?
Huh?
Why did you, okay, on, not the one you're on now, the one before it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you take the 63 and the 2 to the other side instead of moving the x? Like, I'm
Oh.
confused at what you did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
What did you
On this one,
Uh-huh.
okay, I did move it to the other side. Okay, I just didn't leave the equal sign, or the equal sign right here. So it made it a plus 2x, and it made it a minus 63.
Okay.
All right, do you see how I did that? All right. Okay. This is just like last week. All the videos from today will be